there's no buggies. Oh, yeah, there is. Cody, get in. Y'all, they got music on in here. It's loud too, so I'm gonna have to cut that off. Let me chug this. Electrolytes. Probably need that. How many miles? Over 5. So we'll pause that for now. I gotta find the restroom. Pause. Alright. Hot, y'all. They got music. Too many people here. I hit my shin on the bottom. I always do that. Hello? Hey, Jamie. Hello, y'all. I'm good, Christy. I hope you are. It's hot outside. I'm grabbing some stuff. I gotta figure out what I need. My shirt is soaked. I had a migraine. I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to escape the heat. It's so hot and I'm already burnt. And I know you can't tell on this thing, but I am. I'm trying to decide what I need. I wish they didn't put B vitamin and everything. Hey, Nicholas Foster. Thank you so much. That's so ironic. Thank you, Bikini Top Girl. Yeah, I guess that's my new nickname. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Sorry, you guys, they got music on in here. I'm gonna throw that towards my protein because I'm out. I really want something that has that creatine in it. The issue is that this has a bunch of B vitamins in it, and I don't need all those B vitamins. It's too many B's. I don't know. I'm sure your body filters it out, but you still need to be careful because too many B vitamins cause me to have migraines. I'm kind of mad because they got that 4.5 pound or the 4 pound one for $27, and then the one right next to it, which is the one that I got, and it's only a quarter of the weight, and it's the same price as a pound and a half. The problem is that's got all that B vitamin in there that I don't want. It does have 3 grams of creatine though. Good afternoon. We're looking for snacks. Snacks. Sorry, they have music on, y'all. Journey. I can't have that. I want it, but I can't have it. You know? My mind is telling me yes, but my body is telling me no. Not allowed to do that. Been doing a good job. I do need protein though. That chili hummus looks really good. It's sweet chili hummus. It looks delicious. Definitely need some vegetables of some sort. Why does it feel like a softball? All the fruit and vegetables feel like softballs. What in the genetic modification are they doing? My book bag straps are gross. I'm joking, I love you. The most important part of your day, the best part of waking up is protein in your cup, or Folgers, whatever floats your fancy, floats your boat, tickles your fancy. Y'all see that girl in Georgia that killed her parents? That high schooler. These kids out here nowadays is on a whole nother level. People want to talk about me. Yo, I didn't kill my parents. She shot them cold blood. And then went to the funeral and posted on Snapchat, oh, poor pitiful me, when she's the one that murdered them. Crazy. Crazy. Shot them dead in their sleep, I do believe. I know she shot them for a fact. She shot the mother, or the father, and then the mother. I think they were asleep, but I don't know about that part. Regardless, does it matter? I don't care if they were sitting on a golden throne. Nobody deserves to be shot in their own home. And then your kid, your brat. Something tells me that they probably had problems out of her before. I got a sandwich, but I don't know. Sorry, if it's going to be any good. I dropped this on the ground. There's mud on the cup. Damn, that don't even help. It's done dried on there now, fam. I wish it would rain. It's hot as hell. Eight and 8, 16. Oh shit. There we go. Will you go throw this in the trash for me, please? Pretty please? That'll work. I got a sandwich. I made me a sandwich. So, I wanted the other nitro. I like this. It's not my favorite. But, It doesn't have all those B vitamins. I get my B vitamins from my aminos. I have like a liquid pour or like one of those packets that has B vitamins in it. You need to be careful because they put B vitamins in everything nowadays. I do believe I read online that your kidneys and liver filter that stuff out. But if you're anything like me and you're sensitive to certain things, I'd be careful with the B12 because it causes me massive migraines. That's how I know I've had too much B12. I get a migraine. So, and it's usually the 12 and the 6. Can you open this? I did it. So, I wanted the other one because it was 4 pounds of protein for $27 and some change. This was $26 and some change. And it's only 1.5 pounds. I'm kind of butthurt about that. But it's got 3 grams of creatine. It's got some other stuff, EAAs. Listen. I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. I found that even if I don't eat and I make sure I get my protein, I'll be able to stay alive. Here comes the fun part with my dirty hand. Actually, I just washed them, but still. I touched the doorknob and the buggy. We're gonna do 1 scoop or 2 scoops. Even. Oh shit! The lid's not off the cup. How dysfunctional do you want this to be? Add dysfunction to my protein routine. 2 scoops of protein. What is 8 and 8? 16 ounces. Hold on, let me start over. 16 ounces of water, 2 scoops of protein, and a lot of chaos. And you'll have yourself a protein smoothie. Well, it's not a smoothie fan, it's protein water. Listen, it don't matter how you get it, just as long as you get it. A lot of chaos. You should see me in a kitchen. Oh God. Oh God, you should see me in the kitchen. You know, I actually know my way around and I'm a really great chef, but I am accident prone, honey. I'll never forget I was in high school one time and I was staying in a group home. I was in freshman year of high school, and it was a group home facility, so it's all these different girls that live together, right? And I said, I told the group home manager, I said, I'm gonna make some fried potatoes. And I'd seen my mama do it 1,000 times, and I was like, all I gotta do is put oil in the pan, cut up the potatoes, cut up some onions, make some fried potatoes, right? Wrong. I set the kitchen on fire. I started a grease fire and then added water to it. Bruh. That lady was so mad at me. First of all, she knocked the hell out of me. I probably deserved it. And because she said, do you know what you're doing? And I said, of course. What happened was I filled the pan way too much with way too much grease. And so when I added the potatoes, it was on a gas stove. My side hurts. Yeah, that shit just bubbled over, and it was just, all I remember is I couldn't even see, you know that like van? What is that thing called? Oh God, the overhead van? I couldn't even see it. It was everything was consumed by fire. From the stove to the overhead van to the cabinets. It was just fire. And then I grabbed a pot and threw water on it. And it made it worse. That's when I started screaming, help! I didn't want her to know that the kitchen was on fire. Y'all, she beat the hell out of me. She worked for the state. I kind of deserved it. It was my own fault. Do you know what you're doing? Yes. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Now we ain't got no house. We got no house. No, she put it out with a fire extinguisher, and she made me clean up that mess. So that stuff is extremely difficult to get up, by the way, that fire extinguisher stuff. I thought it was foam. It is not. It's more like a powder. Interesting. The more you know. Cheers. It's smooth and it's good. It's cold. I rarely get anything cold. I can freeze some stuff here and there, but hell, even after 20 minutes being outside, the damn bottle of water is unfroze. It's crazy. This one was froze. Y'all probably saw the ice chip in there earlier. I would say that if you freeze something like this overnight, it might last you 2 or 3 hours out here before it's completely evaporated. Like, it's not frozen anymore. We'll see what this sandwich do. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. I'm trying to enjoy my sandwich. It's not as nice as yesterday's. It's got ham, cheese, hummus, mayonnaise, onion, spinach, cucumber. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm sorry, was that my fault?
The wheels, they just turn different ways.
Them things are heavy. I'm glad you didn't get your foot. My sandwich. I want to see my sad sandwich. Oh, it's also got bacon on there. I'm a little hungry from popcorn. That hummus is good. I can't see nothing. I thought it was going to be extremely limp. I think I made this thing at like 8 a.m. It's been sitting in my book bag. That's good. It's a little weathered, but it's okay. Hell, poor thing's been in the hot, humid heat with me. Bacon, ham, spinach, cucumber, onion, hummus, mayonnaise. That sandwich I had yesterday had sprouts on it. I've never had that. Apparently you can grow those at home in like a mason jar. Super easy. And stuff's really good for you too. Great, now I'm gonna smell like onions. That smells good. That Clinical Strength deodorant, worth the $10. I be out here in these elements. I should reek right now. And it smells like that Secret Clinical Strength. It's like $10 or $11. It's expensive, but it does work. It does work. This is good. The one I had yesterday, I actually made two. It was on rosemary bread from Food Line. You can get like 6 pieces of bread, rosemary bread, for like $2. So good. I wanted to try that hummus, but I ain't got nothing to dip in it right now. I'll eat it for dinner. I gotta go to the Dollar Tree. What'd I say I need to do? beef jerky, trail mix. I'm out. I made the best salad the other night. I just got one of those things of spinach. I got a fresh lemon, olive oil, and made that like honey dressing. It was really good. Oh my god. People are just so hung up on the most useless shit. It's never ending. Never ending. There's a lot of onion on there. So good though with the hummus. I don't want to overeat. I wonder how much battery you got, boo-boo. You got enough. You got about 25%. You might go for another hour. You gonna make it? You need a nap? Oh, protein. Cheers. Oh, I'm full. I really need to get that down. Let's see. Whew, I'm stuffed like a tick, and I smell like onions from that sandwich. Or it could be from the 6-mile bike ride. Are y'all ready? Throw this trash away. Damn, them Vidalia onions is dang strong. I'll tell you, you eat them in an omelet for breakfast, you're still going to be smelling them for supper. Protein. Put that in the basket. Sorry. I'm just a girl that's dying from indigestion. Y'all ready? You ready to ride, Batman? Oh my god. I feel spinach in my teeth. Y'all see these clouds? You about to. It's either spinach or bacon. I don't know. They look like Simpson clouds. It's crazy. Nobody cares. You come around here with drama, I don't care if you pay $2.99 to be a channel member. I'll block your ass. God, some of y'all are adults. Y'all claim to be adults, but you sure as hell don't act like it. Drop it. God, get over it. Build a bridge. I don't know. Cut down a tree, carve out a canoe, cry you a river, and float across it, honey. You know? It's exhausting. It's like I'm literally out here trying to survive, and everybody's in the comment section worried about stupid shit. It's like, jeez. Shit never ends, does it? I figured, damn. I figured eventually people mind their business. Apparently not. Apparently not. Nobody says, "Oh, how are you surviving? How'd you make do? How have you been in the rainstorm, girl?" Nope, none of that. None of that. feet up on my damn dash. You gonna raw dog my dash like that? Hell no. And this is why I ain't got no friends. For real though. Ugh. Can we not? Where's my phone? Y'all. Ugh. Stuff all on my teeth. I need to brush them. Need snacks from the Dollar General. Oh, hold on. I think it's gonna rain. Like for real, for real. Said it was only a 20 and 30% chance. It looks like it's darn coming up. Coming up. From the clip or what. That was another thing I needed. Hair clips. The fuck are you looking at, you fucking weirdos? Fuck you, dude. God dang. Nasty asses. 3 of them hanging out the fucking window trying to. Ugh. Weirdos. Why is there always some weirdo? God. Can't even damn sit on my bicycle without some shit popping off. What is I doing? Minding my business as I always do. The only thing I know how to do. Y'all, I hope it doesn't rain, but it looks like it's about to, if I'm being honest. Hey. They don't have any that's worth a shit. I don't see any that's worth a darn. Not one. Nasty ass. Y'all hear that? He trying to get smacked upside the head in the damn Dollar Tree this afternoon. I'll walk by me and be like, ooh. Should have done. There's always some pervert lurking. I bet you he won't even buy anything. Was probably watching me on live. They haven't had any good trail mix for about 3 months now. I guess they stopped getting the main vendor. They used to have really good trail mix and they stopped getting it all. It must be that new switch. I got 4 beef jerkies, some chocolate covered peanuts, sugar free. Yeah, it's probably going to take me about 3 to 5 years. I don't know what planet y'all live on, but somebody lied to y'all about YouTube's income. Massively lied to y'all. And are y'all, like, aware that you would have to make around $5,000 a month to live comfortably in this country? Thank you. I don't know who can live off of earning $1,000 a month, honey, but if they can, they're a miracle worker. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, y'all, like, believe in a lot of lies, and it's frustrating because y'all really act like I'm gonna make it off the fucking streets sometime soon. No, honey, things are about to get a lot worse. They have been every day. They just live in goddamn la-la land. They do. I guess mom and daddy just pays all your fucking bills and y'all just don't, understand how much it costs to live out here. I really don't understand, but this is why I stay out the comment section, because I just ain't even here for it, honey. It's exhausting dealing with damn people who don't get it. People clearly have people that pay their bills or something. I don't know. I just know to be able to live comfortably in this country, you would probably need about $3,000 to $4,000 a month. And that's if you're living out of a car or you don't have a car because you're paying rent. You know? Oh, it's hot. Sticky. It looks like it's about to rain. My eyes hurt. It's crazy because it's like I only make, $1,000 or so a month from YouTube, so I just don't understand how people don't understand. I guess they can't pay bills, because if they paid bills, then they completely understand. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, that weirdo come in that store, didn't buy nothing, and then walked past me trying to hit on me. Ironic. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm gonna strap up with some cameras and just sit by and wait for them. I need to brush my teeth. Even with it cloudy like this, it'll still burn your eyes. Here. Hello. Take care of your teeth. Well, now that the sun's going down and it's getting cloudy, the water's not getting as hot as it was. To vape. It's hot. Oh, you too. Be safe out there. Yeah, my eyes are burning. Nope. Literally can't see. It's so bright. These clouds are wild. You shouldn't be asking a girl's location. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I didn't quit vaping yet. How am I under these conditions? So I start my first payments this week for school. $150 a month. $6,000 I gotta pay off of tuition because I had to drop out of school because of the internet trolls. Yep. Can't go to school if you don't have a car, honey. What am I supposed to bicycle around and carry a damn Dale in my book bag, risk it getting wet in the rain. So even though I have no money coming in, I'm now expected to have more money going out, even though I don't have a car payment or insurance or any of my other bills, you know. Sucks. It absolutely sucks. It's like I'm constantly penalized and penalized and penalized and penalized for shit that I didn't even do. It's been never ending. And I probably could have completed that in less than 2 years because I was doing summer classes. And I had already picked out my fall classes. So, actually, they half-ass pick those out because they have certain curriculum for ministry. It is what it is. Clearly, God doesn't want me in that. Because if He did, I'd still have a truck. Because I did my part, you know. I've been above and beyond. I don't get enough fucking credit. Even living out of a car, it's still hard as fuck to live on the streets. Just the stigma behind it alone, the way that society treats you is enough for most people to want to off themselves within 30 days of living out of a car. It's crazy. And despite it all, I was still trying to push out meaningful content, stuff that really matters to me. It's crazy because, like, if I had the opportunities as other people, I wouldn't be in this position. But I don't get the opportunities other people do. I never have. People do suck. People do suck. I think it's about to rain, y'all. When did I realize that I don't give a shit about politics anymore? Great question. Glad you asked. Probably when that U.S. military base was attacked and it was just like it was a show. I'm sorry, what? So you cleared the base and you got everybody out of there, and all of the important equipment. And then you let Iran shoot missiles at the base for show. I mean, call me crazy. I just don't understand. I don't understand, you know? And it's just like, I think they're too far gone. I think the entire world is too far gone. There's no saving it. Like, what was the point? That was the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Like, and thank God it was just some parade, some circus event. But how stupid. But the news doesn't tell you that. The news doesn't tell you the facts. The news doesn't say, oh, they cleared the base, this was just some kind of sign of disagreement, blah, blah, blah. They don't tell you that. No, they make you think that a damn U.S. military base is being damn attacked, which is what happened. It's like, wait a minute. And then the whole Epstein file shit right now. You know, who is he? Bongino? Anyways, listen. We've already discovered the truth on this channel. We've already talked about it. I like Donald Trump, but the fact is that he was close allies with Jeffrey Epstein, and they were friends, and he had been to the island, and listen. Welcome to the world of politics, where everybody has a past, and it's probably worse than yours. They just got enough money to cover it up, you know? Yeah, I'm exhausted from the mental gymnastics of trying to figure out who's good and who's bad, and in all actuality, I already know the truth. And it sucks. You know, they said that that Epstein had close to 1,000 victims. That was part of the information that was released this week. The FBI said that he had around 1,000 victims. The average pedophile has about 13. That's the average number of victims for a pedophile. You know, Pam Bondi, I told you guys that I didn't like her. I've been saying from the start that I didn't like her. The reason why I don't like her is that she's fake. I can see through her. I understand a lot of people like her, but unfortunately, she lies, and she's not even good at it. She lies. She thinks them up as she goes along. It's crazy. You know, good for her on, completing some drug bust and doing her job. But, you know, she bullshitted around about the Epstein files. First she says it's on her desk, and then she bullshits around. She's like, oh, yeah, it's with the MLK and the JFK files, and da-da-da-da-da. I just haven't got a chance to read it, and da-da-da-da-da. As if it's not been, 5-6 years we've been waiting for this. It'll probably never be released. Why? Well, anyone with common sense knows it's because Donald Trump's in there. There's literal pictures of him and Trump together. Stop with the buffoonery. Do you know how much I would have to hang out with somebody to be even willing to take a picture with them? It's one thing to go to, listen, they have several pictures together. They ran in close circles. It is what it is. Listen, both sides are evil. Both sides are evil. This is just the way shit is. Both sides are evil. And now I'm watching my favorite content creators who are conservatives. They're repping for the conservative side. When I was really hoping that some of my conservative favorite, commentators, I was hoping that they would keep it real. And they don't. And it sucks, but I guess that's just the world of politics, right? Yeah, I wonder how many times I would have to go to, a dinner party or something, some event. I wonder how many times I would have to go to take pictures with people and to be like, oh, let's take a picture together. That's something that you do with friends. That's not something that you meet somebody on a whim and you're like, hey, let's take a picture. You've clearly been around each other, you're comfortable, and at the very least, you're acquaintances to where you would want to take a picture together. I don't know, man. And then to have the wives involved too, like Melania and Trump, and then Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein. There's tons of pictures of them at dinner parties and all kinds of events. I don't know what kinds of events. No clue. Could be anywhere from Mar-a-Lago to damn wherever Epstein Island was. I don't know. I just know that, in my opinion, to take that many pictures together, you gotta at least be acquaintances. It's like the elephant in the room. Nobody wants to say, oh, it's because Trump's on there. Clearly. Yeah, P. Diddy's getting off. Ain't that crazy? Completely getting off. Completely getting off. I think he was only charged for 1 or 2 of those charges, right? And the trafficking charges didn't stick. It's really sad, but it's about what you can prove. What they can prove. They have to prove that trafficking. And they weren't able to do that. Yeah, Justin Bieber's having a meltdown. He said he's detoxing. I wonder if that's true. Y'all, tell me why that Taco Bell smells so good. I kind of want to go over there and get Taco Bell. I'm not. I don't want to mess up on my diet. I'm not on a diet, but I am on a meal plan. Oh, thank you. God bless you. I plan on making some changes this week when I get my computer. Is it a shame that I'm too lazy to go into that damn Goodwill to look for shorts? Y'all, this PMDD, this stuff is no joke. Like, I feel just so lethargic and weak. Like, it makes you feel the worst. You just feel so, like, overexerted. Any small task is just weighing on you. Just going to check the damn mail be like, feels like you're walking a mile. That's crazy. And at the same time, I have the worst case of insomnia. So I sleep light. So I hardly get any sleep. So I'm freaking ill. Get off of me. Damn bugs be flocking to me. Found a spider on my back yesterday after I was in the creek. I had to walk through all these trees, and I guess I got bugs all over me. We need to start living life, y'all. I feel like I'm always in a funk nowadays. Probably because I'm physically, mentally exerted. It's a lot. What did I do? What did I do? God. Oh, God. As soon as I hear the shitty music, I'm just like, oh, God. You know? Oh, God. That's another thing, being out here with all these crazy people. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm alive. What is he pouting about? He ain't got nothing to be sad about. Clouds are wild. No mountain biking on the mountain bike trails. On the mountain trails. Oh, let me tell you, I walked in a convenience store the other day, and the guy goes, the next time you come in here, you need to have on a shirt. I had on a bathing suit top right next to the river. There's a literal business that takes you up the mountain, you get on a raft, and then you float down the river. The store's right there. He's like, yeah, you need a shirt on the next time you come in here. Don't worry about it. I won't be back, buddy. Won't be back. Tell me that your girlfriend's in the back and has a problem with the way I'm dressed without telling me. Like, seriously. What is wrong with people? All I know is people like that is the reason I'm a felon. That's all I know. Because I almost had to, you know? It's like, what are you talking about? It's 101 degrees. It was literally starting to rain. It's a bikini top in the middle of summer. But I would love to look at your phone and see what you look at. Man, it was because there was a woman in the store. It was crazy. How did you know which protein to pick? Well, I look at the back of it. I don't know. A wife, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I just try to find one that has a high protein content that doesn't have additives and stuff. I'd be careful with that plant protein. That stuff will mess you up. I'm telling you. If you're going to eat the plant protein, I don't get why you would. Just go for whey or egg protein. But yeah, that plant protein, I don't know, man. If you're gonna drink it, I would just like have it every other day, or maybe every other 2 days or something, you know, because it just wreaks havoc. Me personally, it wreaked havoc on heartburn and my intestines. I get like, it was causing me some gastrointestinal issues, and it's because it's made out of plants, and there ain't no telling what else is in that shit. No telling. Yeah, I think it's going to rain now. Yeah, I have no plans at this point. I can't make any plans. You gotta have a car or a home or both to do that, you know? There's so much uncertainty out here. It's just the way things are. Sucks. It absolutely sucks. I had so many hopes and dreams. I was executing all my plans. I was doing what I needed to do, and this is what always happens. I think that I'm not devastated because this isn't the first time. This is the way it always is. Every time I go get 5 jobs, a nice car, get my shit in order, somebody comes along and they do something to me that causes me to lose everything. I've had this happen a dozen times. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's my fault. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have no control over other people's actions. None. This is the way it's always been. I get my shit in order. I get my life together. I enroll in school. I got multiple jobs. I got shit going on. And then somebody comes along, and usually they'll lie. They'll come along and they'll lie about something that's really important. I don't know. You know? I don't know, like Planet Fitness. You know, trying to get me locked up for shit I didn't do. Which in return caused me to lose my car, you know. And then the online trolls, like, how am I supposed to control other people's behavior? How am I supposed to control other people's behavior? I can't. But I'm glad all of this has been recorded, so one day I can sit back and say, see, I told you so. Apparently that's my position in life. It's not where I want to be. It's not the position I want. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Time and time again. I think people hate me because I'm right. I'm starting to see that. I can feel that. They can't even accept the truth, you know. Talking about actual facts, you know, it just really gets the masses, ruffles, their feathers all ruffled, you know. Yeah, I do. I think that I'll constantly be hated because I tell the truth, and people can't handle that. Oh well, it sure as hell beats the alternative, being fake and phony and a liar. Yeah, it's not even the first time. It's the way it always goes. At this point, I'm just used to it. I think that's why I handled it so well. I already knew what was coming. I knew when those bitches had me locked up in October of last year for crimes I didn't commit. I told you guys, I said, I'm gonna lose my truck over this. And what did y'all say? Pray, girl, pray. That's what they told me. Pray. And I said, no, you don't understand. My check just went from $1,300 to $400. I don't have the money to pay the truck payment. Here we are 9 months later. It got repossessed. Not to mention, I got a job 2 months ago, and with that job, I would have made enough money to pay my truck payment, but the internet trolls called and got me fired from my job. Sure did. Told my employer that I was a drug dealer. Yep. Bombarded their Google account, their Instagram, their Facebook with fake reviews. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to ever sit here and say, oh, this is my fault. Absolutely not. Just like in the past, time and time again, probably a dozen times, 8 to 12 times in my life, I get my shit together and someone comes along and lies. Their drama interferes with my life. Constantly. And no matter how much I distance myself from fucking society, let me tell you, honey, I must be a fucking lighthouse. I mean, seriously, my light must shine so damn bright that every motherfucker that's evil from Timbuktu to here can see me coming from a mile away, honey, and they just interject themselves into my damn stratosphere. They don't know how to mind their business. They don't know how to stay out of my face. They don't know how to lie, or they don't know how to stop lying. You know, like Planet Fitness and the trolls. It's crazy. It's crazy. Every time I turn around, there's someone around here. Yeah, I'll never talk money again. And the fact is I still, even with donations next month, it's nowhere near. It's not even a fraction of what I would need to buy a car. It's enough money to once again eat. My next check, it will be eaten up like my last check. I make enough money to buy fucking food. And I'm sick of talking about money. The goal is money. Please donate to my channel and please like this video for a free way to support me. Thank you. You know, here's the thing. When I came to this platform, I wasn't concerned about money until I become homeless and had to move into my car. Then I started trying to monetize, and I monetized. Well then, even still and yet, needing money to make my truck payment, to live out of my car, to afford food, to pay my storage shed, to afford things like my computer for school or a new phone for my channel. I still needed money for those things, and I still wasn't out here scamming people. Never have I ever. It's crazy. Maybe if I would have came to this platform with the intention of making money, I would have money and I wouldn't even be in this situation. You know what I mean? Maybe if the goal all along was money, maybe that's what I'd have. But I never was striving towards that, you know? It's crazy. And then people want to come and try to bash you and say, oh, she makes money. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what the successful channels do. They make money. That's the goal. So anybody that has something to say about money, I don't want to hear it. Get over it. Open you a YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll do just fine. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff that people can relate to. Please donate to my channel. Thank you. My Cash App is at the top of my page. Anyone being a troll will be blocked. I want y'all to know that there's people that, so first of all, last week there was a guy that came to my channel and he bought 200 memberships. Every single one of those memberships was a troll account. And these people have since been dropping in the comments, offering me a place to stay, offering me a job in fucking Michigan, because that's smart. Let me just move to a whole fucking other state and put my life in danger when I don't even have anyone that would report me missing. Some of y'all are so fucking naive. And that's why they got blocked. This is my job. Please donate to my channel and like this video for a free way to support me. And some of y'all are gullible. Yeah, the girl that goes and cleans up beaches for free is lazy. The woman that goes out to your favorite vacation spot and cleans up your nasty ass beer cans and crack pipes when you're done partying is lazy. Yeah, imagine that. Some of y'all are full of it. I love it. I love it. Y'all are so jealous of a homeless woman. Can you guys see this? Jealous of a homeless woman. It's crazy. And I always thought that it was because of what I had. Maybe that's what God's trying to show me. That I need to appreciate myself more. I always thought it was because I had these small luxuries in life. The $1 million house, the truck, the little tiny house. Because from the outside, it looks like I had something. And it was just the illusion of money. All I had was a drug problem. and a lot of people around me that were fake using me. But, you know, now that I've lost everything and I still have people being jealous, maybe God is trying to show me something else. Maybe he's saying, girl, that stuff is irrelevant. They're jealous of what's inside. They're jealous of what's up here and there. Make it make sense. Yeah, I know, Bing. That's how it is, you know. And Misty Ann Coleman. Listen, I'm going to tell you what, though. I underestimated this mountain bike. It's definitely got my glutes in shape, and I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm so happy about that. I'm happy that I've got my glutes snapping back. I've already noticed a difference in a week. Stand in the mirror and look. You got to go in the Goodwill, try on clothes. Go in there and stare at your ass in the mirror. I did. I went in there and tried on some shorts the other day. One pair was too big and the other pair wasn't big enough. I always have that problem. Nothing fits comfortably, and if it does, it only fits comfortably for a few weeks, and then I wash the hell out of it and it's not comfortable anymore. It's too big. Lost wealth, gained wealth, but I'm still bitter. No, don't be bitter. You're not bitter. I love Goodwill too, so much. I know, Olivia, people are ridiculous. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. I left stripping because there's no longer strippers. There's prostitutes that work in nightclubs. That's why I left dancing, because I can actually dance and perform. Yeah. That's why I left. And that's been like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. They just want to bring up the past. There ain't even bars here anymore either. There's one or two. They got 1, 2, but they're not even open half the time. There are no bars here. They're open on Fridays and Saturdays, I think. That's it. That's it. Goodwill is a money racket. That's so funny. Lazy on a bicycle. I guess I never really thought about that. My eyes hurt so bad from being in the sun. I really think they're extremely burnt. I do. I think I've burnt like the white part. It's not good. There ain't no golf courses around here. There's nothing around here. And I'm not going into the city. Hell no. After all the shit that I face in this tiny town, imagine how much shit would be going on in the city. And then the cops ain't even going to help you because they're busy with real fucking crimes. Absolutely not. I gotta go get a copy of that police report on Monday. I guess I'll do it whenever I get my computer. I got 2 I need to pick up. 2 from 2 different police departments. It's ridiculous. I mean, I could make I could literally just make a full-time job off of all of the stalking that I deal with. If I just strapped up and had a camera on and then, you know, had to keep filing all these police reports, seriously, it would be a full-time job. I mean, hell, the first week on the street, I saw the cops every day, sometimes 3-4 times a day, remember? I do. Remember getting trespassed from the freaking library because them bitches don't like themselves? Like, I feel bad for people like that. I really do. Like, I do. You know, and what it is how can I put it into words? A lack of intelligence leads to unhealthy lifestyle choices, which leads to weight gain and health defects. Your hair starts falling out. You suffer with acne. I don't know. I know that improper diet leads to a multitude of health issues. So you let yourself go because of a lack of intelligence, or maybe you're just busy. I don't know. I don't really care why people let themselves go. I just notice a pattern in society, and it's concerning how many people harm themselves directly or indirectly with the food that they consume, and then they want to turn around and be adult bullies. And then people wonder why I talk about fat people. Well, a lack of intelligence, or maybe just sheer laziness or convenience, led to someone harming themselves, not being happy with the way that they are, and then a lack of intelligence makes them operate off of their emotions. See, when I got fat, I realized that I was the person that got me fat, and I was ashamed. I felt disgusting. I didn't want to leave the house. I stopped going out. I didn't have friends anymore because I was so large I could not find anything to wear. Not once did I ever think about bullying skinny, pretty people because I let myself get fat. Quite the opposite. I knew that I had to make a change and that I was going to have to invest in myself to fix the problem. Unfortunately, I run off of facts. I don't run off of feelings, and that's not usually how people do. They run more off of feelings. They let their insecurities and their pride get in the way of being nice to everyone, and they take their insecurities and self-doubt out on skinny people. This is a whole thing. It's called pretty people problems. They've done studies on this. So I don't make the rules. I just collect the data, and I learn why people psychologically operate the way that they do. It's unfortunate that more people aren't intelligent enough to realize that they have to lay their pride and their ego down, and their insecurities are irrelevant. They need to treat everybody the same despite how they feel about themselves, that it's wrong to bully people because you're not happy with yourself, especially when you're the one that put yourself in that position. Call me crazy, but I meet a lot of internet bullies and female, middle-aged white women that are bullies. I don't make the rules. Okay? There's something about women, after they have children, they let themselves go and then they blame their children for their bodies. I've seen this in live action. I had an aunt that used to blame her children for her letting herself go and her weighing almost 300 pounds. She would say to her children, "You're the reason I look this way." Anyway, she still has custody of her children. Yeah. I see so many women that let themselves go after having children, and they treat me like shit out here because they're not happy with themselves. It is what it is, you know? I never once treated anybody like that when I was fat. I would never treat anybody like that to start with because I don't operate on feelings. I operate on emotion. I don't operate on feelings. I operate on facts. And a lot of people operate on emotions because of their insecurities. If they learn to intrinsically value themselves, they wouldn't be walking around with all of those insecurities. See, my confidence comes from my intrinsic value. I've said that time and time again. And so I'm just saying that working on yourself intrinsically will cultivate more happiness in your life. Because working on yourself working on yourself is how you become happy. The only way to happiness is through yourself. That's a fact. You're not going to find it in some man. You're not going to find it in some woman. You're not going to find it in having a baby with your spouse. You're not going to find it at the bottom of a bottle. You're not going to find it at the damn bottom of a spoon. The only way to true happiness is intrinsically cultivating your soul, getting to know yourself, your identity, and what your morals and values are and what your principles are in life. That's the truth to happiness. It's inside. It's all inside. And so many people are unhappy because they don't work on that part. They don't work on any part at all. At all. Oh, don't flatter yourself. You obviously feel some type of way. I'm sorry. Well, maybe you should go for a walk tomorrow and you'd feel better about yourself. Maybe, just maybe, if you damn. My aunt, I couldn't believe it, y'all. She used to say the meanest shit to her kids. It reminded me of my mama. You know, like, I'll kill you. It's like, damn. Don't tell them that. You're the reason my ass is so fat. Like, no, girl. The reason your ass is so fat is because you ain't worked the job ever, and you sit at home collecting the EBT. She did. It's crazy. How are you going to blame your food problems on your children? Ma'am. Y'all, break my heart. I was fine until I had a bunch of kids. Girl, nobody told you to eat nothing but donuts and ice cream your whole pregnancy. That was a choice. I don't know who told you to grow one in the bun off the damn donuts anyway. You're supposed to be eating the damn food pyramid when you're pregnant. How do women like Ballerina Farms? Y'all know that woman, the Ballerina Farms woman? How does she's got like 8 kids on me, and she looks phenomenal, and just won the U.S. competition for, she was Miss U.S. Queen or whatever, one of them beauty pageants, y'all. I don't know, I've never been a beauty queen, okay? I'm more like Carrie. Yeah, Ballerina Farms. How you got 8 kids and you look so good? I'll tell you how. Diet and exercise, because she took care of herself when she was pregnant. Oh, that's crazy. You talking about landlords. I ran into a woman yesterday, and she was talking about how she was seeing this guy, and he had been living at this place for like 20 years, right? 15. She said he had been living at his house for 15 years and paying rent, and he had a landlord that was a female. Well, all of a sudden, when she started dating him and going over to his house, all of a sudden the landlord got weird and started coming over, knocking on the door, asking if she was hanging out with him. And this woman is like my age, y'all. She's probably 35, 40. And she said that her boyfriend, the guy she's dating, his landlord has gone insane and starting drama and had a problem with her staying over there. And I said, girl, can't nobody mind their business. Can't nobody mind their business. That's wrong, though. I don't want no RV. Why do I want an RV? Do you have money for an RV? You gonna buy the tires, the oil, the maintenance, the damn lot fees? Do you know how expensive that is? You can't just roll up to every Walmart and park an RV, homie. No, absolutely not. Trading one problem for another. Absolutely not. I don't want those problems. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. You're stressing me out with that crazy talk. Absolute crazy talk. People don't get it because they ain't never lived it. Some of those campgrounds go up to $200 a night for a single square to spare of land. Let's do that on the low end of $50 a night, 7 days a week. How much is that? $350 a week. I'm sorry, how much money do you think I make? Honey, no. I don't even make $350 a week. Sure don't. Shit. Not to mention the gas. God, the $1,500 to $2,000 you're going to need for that. Jesus. I'll never be able to get a van. I'll never be able to get a car. Ever. I don't make enough money. Did you not hear what I just said? My next check is enough money to eat on. Just like my last check was enough money to eat on. Less than $1,000. I don't know why people think I make all this fucking money. It's ridiculous. It's exhausting. It's hurt me. It's hurt me. I don't understand. I don't understand. You know what I think it is? I think a lot more bitches are out here sucking and fucking for money, and they think I do too. And I think a lot of the men believe the lies. People don't see things for what it is. They just want to believe lies because it makes them feel better about themselves. It's crazy. I make enough money to eat, and that's only if I spend $200 a week. That's only if I spend $200 a week. It's $800 a month. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm floating in all this fucking money. I won't be able to get a new car because my credit is shot. Even buying a used one, it'll take me 5 years at this fucking rate. And that's only if I saved $100 a month. Jesus Christ, y'all see that shit? Hot. I've heard enough from you, you troll. I'm blocking everybody that's being ignorant. I don't want to hear it. That's why they stay off. I just told you that I make $800 a month, and you asked me to get a fucking hotel. Some of y'all are dense. Why? Why do I want to go spend $130 on a fucking hotel? How many nights is that going to get me with $1,000 a month, if that? God. I swear to God, some of my own followers are crackheads. Get on my fucking nerves. That's why I keep the comments off. Creep. Uh-oh. Get on my nerves. They give themselves away by the poor driving skills that they have. It's like, wait a second, that's not even how somebody would do that if they were doing this. Never mind. Doesn't matter. It's behavioral patterns. You wouldn't understand. Maybe some of y'all will, but I know a lot of people don't. Anyway, we need to talk about it. Oh. Damn. ground wet. Oh, it hurts to sit on concrete like all day, every day. It like kills your ass. I keep losing that vape. I only had one. My skirt's way too big. Oh, I can't see. My stuff is disappearing. Yeah, I don't know why I do the comments. Y'all, I just... What if I don't need anybody's input? You know, it's crazy because when I watch my favorite creators, they don't read the comments. Benny, Candace, Ben, they don't read the comments. As they're given the news, they don't have comments. Like, the comment section is going, but they ignore them. So maybe that's what I need to do. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what I need to do. That's a nice tractor trailer. I want one. I saw 2 of them online. Hello, Gary. Hey, Monsta. There was one for $16,000, and there was another one for $24,000. You gotta have a CDL to even pull off on that, don't you? Probably. It ain't nothing but like a 12-week class, ain't it? CDL near me. How many weeks? So it's about $5,000. And this includes your expenses for entry-level driver training, commercial learner's permit. I mean, I can't do that now, but I'm just curious. That's something you do when you have a car, so you can go to school. Like, you know, I have a bike. And the closest community college from here is probably 25 miles that way. Back up the mountain. Forsyth Technical Community College. Looks like $5,000 to $10,000. Even the local community college is going to run you $4,500. How long does it take to get a CDL? I don't think you can drive a transfer truck down the road without it. 46 minutes. Shut up. You're an idiot. This AI 46 minutes. That's how it's. Did y'all hear that? It said it takes 46 minutes to get your CDL. He's probably talking about the class, like your test. 46 minutes. It says 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, I would be careful with that, y'all, because that's a scam in itself nowadays. I'm not trying to deter anybody from working a blue-collar job, but at the same time, I think that it's important for people to know the facts about things, and unfortunately, it's not the industry that it was 20 years ago, just like everything else. You know what I mean? People be rolling by and like, here's the thing. I get so many people that go by and they, you know, hey, like, here's the thing. If I wasn't even cute, they wouldn't even do that. They wouldn't even notice me. They wouldn't even notice me if I was 350 pounds. They'd avert their eyes and look down, worried that I was some homeless woman asking them for money for food or something. These people out here wilding. Oh, you know what I heard yesterday? The Trump administration is warning that there might be blackouts across the United States because the infrastructure for the power grid is shit. Ain't that crazy? Remember me for the past 2 years? Oh my God, I got no service. Oh my God, I got no power. Like, now they're saying the Department of Energy has warned about blackouts and shared new renaissance. Somebody said roads suck, bridges suck, power grid sucks, internet sucks, good paying jobs suck, but my state, Pennsylvania, doesn't have any money for roads, but we have 80 million for bicycle safety. This is so stupid. You better be glad you got a little bit for bicycle safety, buddy. I don't know if that's the infrastructure, like sidewalks for people on bicycles or like bike lanes, but I'm assuming so if it's $80 million. Somebody said, it's Steve the bro. Those who don't believe and think that our government is for the people. Y'all are little kids still believing that Santa is real. I have to agree. It's crazy. Oh, and then there was this. Oh, so when shit goes down, I was right. Then there was this woman that was out kayaking by herself. Her name was Samantha Sunshine, I do believe. She, hold on. I didn't want to Google. Hold on. Listen to this shit. They found her dead body, y'all. She was out by herself in a national forest, or like, let me find out. She was in somewhere in the damn wilderness. Does it matter? She thought she was alone. She was clearly being followed and stalked. Samantha Sunshine killed while kayaking. I can't remember her full name. She was from Maine. She was a paddleboarder. Her name was Sunshine Stewart. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Her name didn't even have Samantha in it. I'm sorry. I do my damnedest. I try so hard. Hey, Butterfly. Thank you. Hey, William. And they want everybody to get electric cars. Ain't that the truth, Drew? Ain't that the truth? Imagine another mass pandemic with no power and nobody be able to get to work. What we gonna do? You better hope you got a damn bicycle. Let's see. So there's a killer on the loose after the murder of a paddleboarder in Maine. She was 48 years old. She was minding her business out on God's country, paddleboarding, and she was killed in a pond. The death of a paddleboarder who went missing in Maine last week has been ruled a homicide. Sunshine Stewart, 48, was found dead during a search last Thursday on the Crawford Pond in the town of Union, Maine. State police said in a statement, an autopsy by State Medical Examiner Office determined her death was a homicide, although the cause of death has not been released. I'm wondering if she had water in her lungs or like external, maybe stab wounds, strangulation wounds. There's no telling. They haven't released the cause of death, but it would be something that someone else did to her. You know, like they forcibly drowned her, leaving marks on her neck and then water in the lungs, or stab wounds. Somehow they know that this was a homicide, but they're not releasing the cause of death yet. First of all, she was absolutely beautiful. And she was out minding her business on Crawford Pond. She was a seasonal resident in the area and was last seen going out on her paddleboard on Wednesday evening. So her roommate actually called the cops when she didn't return. She was like, this is not normal. I don't know where she's at. We need to start a search. And they ended up finding her the next day. They also searched a dumpster at the McMack campground on Monday. Maine police said that the investigation is ongoing. I saw some of her friends talking about how nice she was and how kind she was and how she didn't have a mean bone in her body. I was actually like, my friends would never say that about me. Every bone in her body was as black as her soul. R.I.P. you evil witch. They did. They said she didn't have a mean bone in her body. So it looks like they have a GoFundMe started for her burial. Burial? I don't know, man. Ain't that crazy? You wake up, you're like, it's a beautiful day. Let me go grab my paddle board. You suit up, you go out, never to be seen again. In my opinion, it seems like the roommate she had was adjacent to a campground because they searched that campground. I'm wondering if it was somebody from the campground. I'm trying to find a picture. So they have said the main homicide detectives have said that they are not going to release the cause of death. It might be something that also they can identify the perpetrator suspect with too. Stewart's body was found under, quote, unusual circumstances. The condition of the body when it was found was such to indicate the death was not a suicide or an accidental drowning. How crazy. And this is why when I be out, I get mean with people. I want them to stay away from me. Don't ever let people like within an arm's length of you, honey. The farther you can keep them away from you, the better. The closer they get to you, I'm telling you, and I'm not trying to victim blame because I don't know what happened to her. But it sounds like at some point clearly she didn't do this to herself. At some point, somebody ran up on her in the woods and at the very least conversed with her and had words and shit went south. But it sounds like it might be more than that, you know? So sad. Really scary. Yeah, if you're a female or male and you're out in the wilderness, it's one thing for people to say good morning. It's a whole nother thing for you to be a female in the woods and people try to walk up and converse with you, specifically men. Absolutely not. Do not let people get that close to you, honey. We learned a lot during COVID anyways. We're supposed to keep an arm's length anyways. But the closer they get to you, the more they could hurt you. The closer they are to you, the more chance you have to get harmed. Okay? Stay away from people. They're not your friends. You don't need everybody's help. Yeah, for real though. Yeah, you can't. It sounds like she was minding her business. Out for a paddleboard session after dinner. They said it was in the evening. And then she never come home. And they found her body. And it sounds like if they search that trash can at the campground, they probably have a suspect in mind already. They're just not going to release it because even to have the access to those trash cans, you would have to be one of the campers or a guest of the camper, you know? So for them to search those campground trash cans, it was probably somebody from that campground, but we don't know. It seems like her and her roommate, they lived adjacent to this campground. I don't know. So sad. Scary. Super scary. Stuff is crawling on me. She went out paddleboarding between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. on July 2nd. Officials are not saying whether her body was in the water or on land. and they're refusing to answer any questions about the state of her body or the manner in which she was killed. They don't know. Hold on. State police said that it was working with the owners of a nearby campground on the investigation. Crawford Pond is about 600 acres of land, and it's a popular spot for camping and fishing. What? Oh my God, you know what I saw the other day? Remember how I said we were going to talk about some, that honor killing stuff? Well, how about I saw a video the other day of a father and a mother that was arrested for trying to kill, not an exaggeration, there's surveillance footage of this. These people, I do believe, I want to say they were Middle Eastern, but I don't know, honey, okay? The mama had on a hijab. The father, tall, dark, and handsome, you know, tan skin. I don't know. You can't, you know. Anyways, Law and Crime, the channel, you can go see it over there if the race matters. I think that the reason it matters in this story is because of the customs that we see a lot of Middle Eastern families have. And essentially what happened was the girl was, she had a younger sister, so it was two sisters, older sister, younger sister, father and mother. They were trying to wed off in an arranged marriage with some man in the Middle East. That part I do remember. He was Middle Eastern. And they were going to wed her off, and she was flat out refusing. They knew that she had a boyfriend at her school, and they showed up during like a recess time or a class change, and the girl is walking outside on the sidewalk. When her parents roll up, her father, he literally starts strangling the shit out of her. There's no better way to describe that than literally trying to murder her on the sidewalk of the campus. All of this is on surveillance footage, and there's like 3 different angles. He is literally got her almost like what I would say like an anaconda wrap. He's got his hands around her throat and then his body wrapped around hers on the ground, and he is literally, you can tell, and I'm getting chill bumps because it's so disturbing how close he was to murdering her. You can see her body convulsing, her hands lock up, and you can see that she is dying. Her boyfriend, thank God for him, I think that they should get married. Here's a thought. He starts beating the hell, kicking the father in the face. I'm talking like football, NFL kick, we going for a damn touchdown. He is like dead kicking this guy in the face. Then all of her friends start coming to run, and there's like 5 or 6 teenagers trying to get the father off of her, at which time you can see that she is unconscious and her body, her arms are like locked up, homie. I mean, her fingers are twitching and shit. Like, he literally was probably 30 seconds to a minute from killing her. If her friends wouldn't have been there, it would have been a murder case. Somehow they were able to beat the hell out of this father and get him off of her. The cops come. They arrest the father, arrest the mother. They were going to kill her in an honor killing that was like literally out in the open. Like, they didn't care at all. They didn't care. They couldn't even wait until she got home. He was so full of rage that he couldn't even wait till she got home. It reminds me of that Yasser Sadid case with the 2 sisters that got shot in the back of the taxi cab. You know, people wanted to say that was an honor killing. I somewhat agree. But also, it was more about the father having power and control over his children. He felt like his children were property. And this is the case in this case where this mother and father tries to kill their own flesh and blood. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And pretty much, they were going to kill her because she was being disobedient. So it's a little different than the Yazir Sadid case, but still and yet, it's interesting to see how some of these religions breed nefarious beliefs. You know, some religions view their offspring as personal property, you know. I don't know. It's really creepy. Makes you definitely grateful to them being American and being able to make choices about who you want to marry, who you want to date, who you want to, you know. I mean, it's not all easy for all American families, especially if you grow up in, like, I don't know, like the LDS or a super religious religion, you know. But still, at least we have laws in place. You can escape that religion if you want to have free will and break free from the cult. And I'm not saying the LDS is a cult. You know what I mean. At least here, if you want to leave, you can. You can't do that in the Middle East. No. The cops will hunt you down then and, you know, cut your nose off to spite your face, literally, and send you back to, you know, your 50-year-old husband when you're 12. At least you don't really have to worry about that here. Yeah, it's crazy. The whole surveillance footage is just wild. Absolutely was trying to kill her. And he doesn't even realize the severity of his actions when he's arrested. He's more concerned about what's going to happen to his car. Yeah, he's like, oh, my car's parked over there. Like, I mean, it's just like, what the hell? And I mean, you know, the craziest part is that the younger sister, she wasn't taking up for her older sister. She was more concerned about what was going to happen to her parents after she just witnessed all of this. So the poor child herself was probably traumatized and brainwashed and coerced and groomed, and there's no if this is how he acts in public against his own flesh and blood, imagine what he's done behind closed doors. Straight to the damn gas chamber. Both of them. The mom and the father. Straight to the gas chamber. Hey, Too Tall Rob. I stutter sometimes. I ain't got no stutter. You know, it's funny because one of my siblings had a stutter. He had to take speech classes. I probably need that. That's probably why I talk in Ebonics now. I needed them speech classes. They didn't care about me. They said, she's too far gone. She makes up her own words. She's got her own Brookanese. She speaks Brookanese. Somebody said that. Hey, Peyton G. I like your dolphin. Hello, Reese. Y'all, I swear to God, I had a vape. Is that God telling me I need to quit? My eyes hurt so bad. I don't think these glasses have UV protection. I got them from Walmart. The nose piece is broken off of them. I think that's why my eyes hurt. I don't think they have UV protection. I never knew that was important until now. My eyes feel like somebody splashed oil in them. Hot oil, specifically, like out the McDonald's fryer. It feels like somebody just... I'm not kidding. It feels like I ate a whole pan of them good brownies, you know. My eyes literally hurt from the sun. Not the good brownies. Yes, the good brownies. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's perfect for the weather. Perfect for the weather. Bathing suit time. I'm telling you, if you become homeless, honey, yeah, listen. Every Skid Row video of every crackhead in the street has on the same outfit. You know why? Because it's hot. It's the homeless outfit, honey. Okay? Bikini top and some kind of short and some shoes. That's the homeless outfit. I can't help it. I mean, look at any streetwalker. Sometimes they just wear triangle bikinis, you know? And high heels. Listen, it's funny because it's so true. It's so hot. The less clothes, the better. I don't make the rules. It's the homeless fit, man. It's the homeless fit. It is what it is. Oh, thanks, Rob. I didn't know you had music over there. I'll have to check that out. I do. I usually have the water and water packets. The hardest part is keeping the water at a decent temperature to drink. Because, I mean, when it's 90 degrees, you got a bottle of water. You get it from Walmart. It'll be good for maybe an hour or two tops. If it's frozen, it's only good for a couple hours. 2-3 hours if it's frozen. The heat is so hot. It melts quickly. It melts quickly. Hello to Canada. Hi, Michael. Opal. Hello. Is that Adam? Addie? I had a friend named Addie once. She passed away. And you want to hear the crazy part? She dated a guy and they had a kid together. And she used to babysit for me. She was a great babysitter. And she got killed. And then a few years later, he got killed. He got hit by a freaking car in Greensboro, North Carolina. Somebody ran him over in a hit and run. And I just don't think still to this day that they found whoever hit him, if I'm not mistaken. It's really freaking sad. They had a little girl together and she was so adorable, y'all. And her and my daughter got along perfectly well together. And Addie passed away. And then I swear to God, it was 2 weeks before this guy got hit and killed. I saw him in the parking lot of one of the old clubs that I worked at. And I was like, hey, oh my God, Kyle, how are you? And we shoot the shit for a minute. I was getting some tires put on the truck at that little shop where I got tires in Greensboro a couple times for the Chevrolet. And I was waiting for them to finish the tires across the street, and I ran into him, and a few weeks later he was hit and killed. And so that poor baby lost her mother and then her daddy. I'm telling you, some people get the shit into the stick, man. And I feel like when they start off in life getting the shit into the stick, they just continuously get the shit into the stick. It like becomes their position, you know? It sucks. My heart breaks for that child. Her parents absolutely loved her. They fucking adored her. Like, seriously. It's just heartbreaking. I don't know why bad things happen to good people, you know? I mean, a baby, little innocent baby, lose both their parents in just a few years span. What are the chances? It's crazy. It is sad. And I'm telling you, they love that little girl so much. One day I'll see her when she's all grown up and I'll be like, listen here, kid. Your mama loved you and your daddy. Yeah, because he was a single parent after she passed away. And him and I do believe his mother, his mom helped him some, babysit the baby while he worked full time. And I think he was probably working multiple jobs if I'm not mistaken. But I know one of the places he worked, he did really well. And it's just crazy. It's raining. Is that rain? I think there's a camel spitting on me from heaven. Y'all, let me get my ass off this reef. I'm glad that it didn't sun too much today so I don't feel too bad. I'm surprised my phone hasn't died. Oh, my butt's wet. I've been too long. Oh, my phone is about to die. Oh. It's raining. Probably gonna go in here and buy some more stuff. I don't know. Depends on if it rains or not. Oh no, don't fall. People looking. I didn't drop my vape. I don't see it. Oh well. It's raining. See the raindrop spots. It's okay. Yeah, it is probably giving me a sign. I'm probably gonna take it on in for the night. Probably talk tomorrow, y'all. I need to wash my hair and stuff. It said it was only a 20% chance of rain, but it's raining, so I'm gonna get on the bike and do what I gotta do for the night. Let me just block one more person before I go. I hope that y'all have a safe night. I'm gonna try to stay positive and probably go in here and get me some groceries for tonight and tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be alright. We'll talk tomorrow. Maybe we'll try to do something fun. I don't know. Y'all pray for me, because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all. Bye, Butterfly. Thank you again, Miss GT 500. Y'all too. Bye, Peyton. Katina. Y'all be safe.